live stream. And in this live stream, I'm going to talk about a few things connected to Trump that, uh, you would think that no, there's no connection between a particular person that I'm going to mention, but there is. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Watch this. Um, I'm going to be talking about some artist who who's who's building a sculpture or statue of Trump. I'm sure other people already know about this. I think people brought it to my attention a while back, but I forgot about it. And they were saying some artist is building a statue of Trump, like a huge 2-story statue or something, right? And but before I talk about that, do you know that I told you that Trump, he's going to be inaugurated on MLK Day. It's just a celebration of MLK. It's on January 20th, MLK Day. Not his birthday, but MLK Day. It's a celebration of MLK. And it's that's Trump's inauguration day. And I told you what happened to MLK, right? Because Martin Luther King is connected to this puzzle, because not only because of the fact that that he was taken out, right? But it was where he was taken out, and when. Okay, he was taken out of Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died, right? MLK was killed there, and in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis lived and died, he was known as a king, right? Martin Luther King. Elvis was known as the king, right? And Elvis lived in Memphis, Tennessee, right? And that's where he died eventually, supposedly. But he died on 4/4, the date, but it landed on the 4/5 day because it was a leap year. So he's the 4/4/4/5 guy, just like Trump is the 44/45, right? Because Trump is the 44th person, but 45th president. 44th person, 45th president to take office. Now, and I told you Obama and Trump, because Trump's going to get his head wound on Obama's birthday. Trump gets the head wound on Obama's birthday, August 4th, right? And isn't it interesting, because Obama was the 44th president, and the fact that he won a second term, technically, he's 44, and then you add one more term, makes 45. But technically, it's not true, because there was other presidents who had double also, So it wouldn't be 45, but you get what I'm saying, right? But really, Trump is the 44/45 president, okay? And but Obama is the 43rd and 44th person, okay? Hold on. I keep forgetting to turn it off. I only turn it off at night, but when I'm doing live, I don't turn it off, the ringer. But now it's off. Anyway, so on MLK Day, on MLK this year, he's going to be inaugurated, right? Trump. And guess what they're doing on that day? They're putting the flag at half staff. And you know what they do that for, right? When somebody dies, right? Yeah, I've talked about that. I've talked about all the reasons why Trump is the 44/45. Because of Grover Cleveland, Ohio, because Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio, right? But I don't know where in Ohio, but the fact that Cleveland, Ohio is the 216 area code, and August 4th is the 216th day of the year, or it could be Columbus, Ohio, because Columbus is 614 area code. Trump is born on 614. It could be anywhere in Ohio, okay? And all the zip codes are 44/45 in Ohio too. All right. Anyway, so anyway, what was I saying? Oh, and on MLK Day, they're going to have the flags at half staff. That means that somebody died. Do you understand? They're already telling you they got MLK Day, and he was the one that got killed. He and they're flying the flags at half staff because of Jimmy Carter, the JC, Jesus Christ. You understand initials? We've been through this already. And Jimmy Carter died. I mean, Jimmy Carter was the president when Elvis died in '77. It's all the connections are there, right? And um, but here's the crazy part. Do you know the last time that this happened? It happened to a president who was on his second term. It was Richard Nixon. The only president that Elvis visited was Richard Nixon, and it happened to Nixon. And guess who died? It was when he was getting inaugurated. Nixon the second time, because he won the second time of the presidency. He was being inaugurated. The flags were half staff for him. It was Truman, and Truman was the president when Trump was born. Truman was the president when Trump was born. Truman was the 33rd president, right? And I told you guys that he's the buck stops here president. I was the first one to show all this stuff because Trump is going to get his head wound in Ohio, which is the Buckeye state. Okay? Do you understand? So he's the buck stops here president. I'm going somewhere with this, all right? So just keep going. So anyway, so he's the Buckeye, he's the buck stops here president, of course, and Trump is the one who's probably going to get rid of we're going to be going into a different way of, spending money, of course, obviously, because if the mark is going to come out, sometime in the near future. But so they flew the flags at half staff then too, okay, during Nixon's inauguration. So Trump is the second president to have the flags be at half staff during the inauguration, okay? And Trump sounds like Truman. Do you understand? TRU. And Truman was put in office in the year 45. The 33rd president was in the year 45, right? Because the 32nd president was under when Elvis was born. You had Franklin Roosevelt. Okay. Anyway, so that's that. I just want to get that out of the way. Because they're trying to tell you that there's a death here connection. Okay. Anyway, but here's something else I want to bring up. There's this artist who is building a statue of Trump. Let's see the statue. Artist Alan Cottrill, Trump statue. Watch this. Hold on. So I'm not sure if they have the head yet of this thing. So they're saying that they want to be able to let's see if hold on. So this is the body of it right here. Look how big it is. So they're saying that this is the statue of it. It's being some crypto investors. He's the crypto president, right? I guess maybe that's the face. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's going to be ready, because they were saying something about maybe it being ready by Inauguration Day. Now, what does this say? Don Colossus? Look at that. 15-foot bronze statue, huh? And Elvis has one too, but Elvis is gold, Anyway, so I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if this is actually going to go up. But guess where this statue is being built? Where, let's look at this. Where's Alan Cottrell Trump statue being built? Well, let's see here. It's over here. It's saying it's a 22-foot bronze statue. So I'm not sure which one it is, but hold on. Now over here, now it says 15 foot again. You can't figure out where it is. But anyway, look, let's just, you know what? I don't know where it's being built. I have to read the article, which I didn't, but I'll tell you who the artist is, right? Where is artist Alan Cottrell born?
According to Alan Cottrell, sculptor, Alan Cottrell was born in 1952 and raised in the Appalachian region of Ohio. His father was a milkman and mother a homemaker. So this guy's born in Ohio. So I'm assuming he's building it in Ohio, the statue. All right. Hold on one second here. So he's building this giant statue and he's from Ohio. Why do you think, and I told you guys that he would pick somebody from Ohio as his vice president, and he did. That J.D. Vance is from Ohio. And just gives another reason why he would be there on August 4th. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm not sure where this statue is going to end up being or what it's going to, what they're going to do with it. But they were saying that they wanted to get it to the inauguration. Now, okay, so this guy's from Ohio and he's got the initials. Look at his initials. AC. Antichrist initials. Look at that. Okay. AC. Okay. And he's the one building the Trump statue, right? Now check this out. And he's 73 years old, I believe. Yeah, I believe he's 73 years old. Yeah. And that's the EL connection. You know that. The 7 and 3 look like the letters E and L. Right? And guess what this guy's famous for? Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that they're saying it's 15 foot or 22 foot. I'm not sure. But before I move on, I just want to make sure everyone knows that Elvis, I told you I have two predictions. June 11th, there's going to be a spectacular event in Washington State. You got to get out of Washington State before June 11th, okay? They're going to destroy half of Washington State. Get out, all right? And because they're going to take a bite out of the Apple State, all right? So get out of Washington State before June 11th. That somehow that is the beast out of the sea revelation. It's the biblical beast out of the sea, okay? And somehow connects to Elvis, because Elvis is the real Antichrist. Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. They're copying God, a counterfeit version, obviously, because when God was in heaven and Jesus was walking the earth as God, you understand? When Jesus was walking the earth, God was still in heaven, and Jesus is God in the flesh, okay? Because the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, these three are one. It's like Batman and Bruce Wayne. You understand? His alter egos, Superman and Clark Kent, Spider-Man and Peter Parker. You understand? It's the same person, but you know what I mean? That's what they're saying. Trump and Elvis they're not the same person, but that's what they're implying. That's why they're the Janus God, the two-faced God. And anyway, so Elvis in the Holy Land. So there's a gold statue of Elvis in Israel, okay? And I just want to see if I can find the image where the guy's standing next to it. That way you can see how tall it is. I can never find it when I want to. But anyway, the guy usually goes up to about the knee. You know, when somebody's standing near it, they go about up to the knee. So there's a gold statue of Elvis in the Holy Land in Israel, okay? Now you tell me, what is a gold statue of Elvis doing over there? All right. Now, and that, like I said, Elvis is the Antichrist, is the real Antichrist. Trump is the image of the beast. He's the Antichrist in the flesh. So now, this artist who's from Ohio, who's building this statue, okay? Yeah, Trump is like because Elvis had an identical twin that died at birth. Trump is the replacement twin for Elvis's identical twin that was either sacrificed or died at birth, or who knows if there even was one. But so look at this. So what is this Ohio artist famous for? What's his most famous thing that he did? But before I show you that, look at what. Oh no, I can't show you that yet. Hold on. So what is he famous for? This artist, Alan Cottrill's, or whatever his name is. He's got the TT, by the way, in his name. The TT is the Antichrist, the double cross. Most significant sculpture that he built, the AC, Antichrist. The most significant sculpture is widely considered to be the life-size bronze statue of Thomas Edison. And it was representing the state of Ohio. See, it says representing the state of Ohio. And it's in the U.S. Capitol's National Statuary Hall, this thing, okay? And it kind of looks like, how they have Trump with his hand up in the other one, I think. But anyway, Thomas Edison, folks, okay? Trump, Elvis, the E.T., right? Because I told you the E.T., and E.T. was released on June 11th. Anyway, look, why am I bringing up Thomas Edison? First of all, Thomas Edison, he invented, the light bulb and the phonograph, which is the record player, which, where we heard Elvis, through the record, because Elvis is the prince of the power of the air, the Tesla, the Seattle. Tesla is the word Seattle, if you just use the same letter twice. And anyway, so Edison, so that's what this guy's famous for the Thomas Edison. Look at this. So now let's find out something. Where was Thomas Edison born?
Thomas Edison was born in Milan, Ohio, United States.
So he's born in Ohio, right? Okay. So here we go again with the Ohio, right? Yeah, and the initials ENT equals 25, and we're in the year 25. That's right. Trump, Elvis, ET. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you guys are writing. I just don't want to comment too much about what you guys are saying because I'm trying to focus on this. All right. Anyway, so when was this guy born? First of all, it says he was the seventh child in the family, this Edison. Anyway, watch this Thomas Edison connection. All right, you're not going to believe this. So he's famous for the Thomas Edison, and Thomas Edison is the one who invented the light bulb and the phonograph, supposedly, right? He was born on 2/11/1847. Okay. First of all, I told you Elvis needs that 47 because Elvis has been dead 47 years now. Pay attention. Elvis has been dead for 47 years, and Trump is going to be the 47th president. Okay. This guy's born on 2/11, 1847. 2/11 is Washington's original birthday, and it's the 42nd day of the year. Yes, it's the 42nd day of the year. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state where this June 11th event is going to be. But anyway, Washington's original birthday was 2/11, all right, which is the 42nd day of the year. And he was born in the year 47, this guy, 1847, but 47. And that's exactly what we're talking about, 42, 47, right? Because Elvis been dead. He died at 42, and he's been dead for 47 years. Anyway, this guy's born in Ohio, and that's where Trump's going to get his head wound. And, I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, right? Look at this. How old was Thomas Edison when he died?
Thomas Edison was 84 years old when he died in 1931.
He died at the age of 84. Okay, so now you have all these connections. Okay, he died at the age of 84. Because I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, right? And he died in New Jersey at his estate in West Orange, New Jersey. All right. Okay, so now watch this. But that's not even the big thing. Who knows what I always tell everybody? What's going to happen on 8/4 and what happens 4 days later? I told you guys that Trump gets his head wound on 8/4. They pronounce him dead, but he's in a coma or something. They pronounce him dead, but then they say that he's brain dead or something, and then he rises. Then he, like 4 days later, he wakes up from his coma. Okay, so 8/8. Do you understand? So he dies on 8/4, 8/8. He wakes up. Okay, and before I show you this, well, let me show you this first, and then I'll explain the other part. And so remember, he's from Ohio, dies at 84, okay? And the guy who's building the statue is from Ohio, and he's building the Trump statue, and he built the Thomas Edison statue. That's what he was famous for. Okay, now watch this. So Edison, pay attention. Edison was born on 2/11, 1847. He died 10/18, 1931. But you're not going to believe this. Watch this. Did Thomas Edison first was in a coma before he died?
According to NPR, according to various sources, including the book Edison, Inventing the Century by Neil Baldwin, hours before his death, Edison emerged from a coma, opened his.
So he opened his eyes. Wait till you see what I'm about to show you. So he's in a coma, right? Now, are you ready for this? Look at this. You think I'm making it up. Look at this right there. Read that. He lapsed into a coma and he died 4 days later at his estate. You see the date? The 14th. But he died on the 18th. All right? Are you ready for this? So look at this. So he dies on 10/18, 1931, but he went into a coma on 10/14/31. He lapsed into a coma on 10/14, dies on 10/18, right? You ready for the numbers? Look at this. So from Thomas Edison's birth to the day he went into the coma is 84 years, 8 months, 4 days. And then when he finally died, 4 days later, it was 84 years, 8 months, 8 days. I mean, can you believe this, man? I mean, you can't even make this stuff up, man. Are you getting what I'm saying? Look at that. Think of how crazy that is. So that was his birth. That's the day he went into the coma. Then from his birth to his death, which was 4 days later from the day of the coma, you know. Can you believe this, man? And I didn't even, I didn't even look into the Elvis connections in this, right? But it's just ridiculous. Like, what is the chance that it would be 4 days, you know? And Elvis, he was born on 1/8, right? Elvis. So I checked. Maybe I did check it. I don't think there was much connections with him and Elvis. But look at this. So I checked because I told you Trump's gonna get his head wound on Obama's birthday, right? August 4th. And remember, I just showed you all this stuff that I just showed with the 84 years, 8 months, 4 days, 84 years, 8 months, 8 days, right? So from Edison's death to Obama's birthday, and from Edison's coma to Obama's birthday, look. So from Edison's death to Obama's birth, look at that. You got the 10884 days, because Elvis was born on 1/8. But look, you have the 84 days. Then from Edison's coma to Obama's birth has the 88 days, 108, 10,888 days. I just thought it was funny that it ends with 84 and 88, just like what I was showing you with from Thomas Edison's birth to the day he went into a coma, then from Thomas Edison's birth to the day he died, right? It's all connected to my prediction with Trump. And this guy who is from Ohio, because this Edison, he's from Ohio, and this guy who's doing the statue of Trump is he's from Ohio right now, and he built the Edison statue that's in the National Statuary Hall of whoever the hell, I don't know, something to do with the government. But anyway, so he did the Thomas Edison statue. That's what he's famous for, I could have shown you a few other things. Yeah, there was some connections with Elvis. But here's probably the best one here. Not the best one. The best one was what I showed there. Hold on. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Trump gets his head wound. It's a deadly head wound on August 4th. They pronounce him dead, but then somehow they say later, they actually got a pulse and he's in a coma. That's what they're going to say. So first they're going to say he's dead. And then he heals from his deadly head wound. But it's going to take time for him to heal, but he opens his eyes 4 days later. Now, but let me get to the point here. So when Trump got his ear clipped, you remember when he got his ear clipped, right? And I always play this for you guys. I'm going to play it again. I don't care if you don't like it or not. I'm going to play it because it has to sink into your heads how unreal this is. So when Trump when Trump got his ear clipped, of course, supposedly got his ear clipped, he went back to that place where he got his ear clipped, Butler, Pennsylvania, 84 days later. 12 weeks is 84 days. Now listen to what Trump says.
This time, it is 6/11, 12 weeks to the minute that the shooting began. I would like to...
Do you understand? So he's having a moment of silence at 6/11. Why is he doing that? Because, somebody supposedly died, right? When it missed him, it hit somebody else, right? And that guy died. So they're having a moment of silence because of a death, right? And because he got clipped at 6/11. The time was 6/11, not the date. The date was 7/13. He got clipped at 6/11. The time. Now ask yourself that, and then he goes back 84 days later. Those are my two predictions: 6/11 and 8/4. Now you tell me that's a coincidence? He goes back 84 days later after he got his ear clipped. Listen again.
This time, it is 6/11, 12 weeks to the minute that the shooting began.
12 weeks is 84 days.
I would like to ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence.
And they ring the bell 4 times. You see that? And it's like a warning too, the bell, It's like wake up. Anyway, when he got his ear clipped, what did he do? The very moment after he got his ear clipped, he got up and he said, "Wait a minute." And he went, "Fight, fight, fight." Why was he doing that? Why was he doing the fight, fight, fight thing? Because he was talking about Gabby Giffords. He was emulating that. And what happened to Gabby Giffords? She's the congresswoman who got a head wound. Okay? She got a head wound. She was in a coma. She got a head wound, was in a coma. All right? And it happened on Elvis's birthday. Okay? And yes, I was the first one to mention that too. As soon as it happened, I told everybody the very moment it happened what it was all about. That the fight, fight, fight has to do with the Gabby Giffords, and it's the FFF, which is 666, because F is the 6th letter. So fight, 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 right? But he was copying Gabby Giffords because that was her slogan. After she was in a coma, after she got the head wound, she was in a coma. Pay attention. She got out of her coma. She was going fight, fight, fight. And when did she get shot in the head? On Elvis's birthday. Okay? Now watch. On that same day, listen, on that same day that she got the head wound, you had this happen in Seattle. When was the Seattle Beast quake? Well, you can't, they're not saying it, but here, I'll just show it to you. January 8th, 2011, you see? That was the day Gabby Giffords got shot, January 8th, 2011, in the head. And look at that. It's the New Orleans Saints. Look at that. But anyway, so she gets it. And what happened to her? She gets shot on the 8th, right? And she was in a coma. Who visited Gabby Giffords when she came out of her coma?
According to Wikipedia,
Listen.
On January 12th, President Barack Obama visited Giffords at the medical center and publicly stated in an evening memorial ceremony that she had opened her eyes for the first time that day.
Did you hear the date? Remember, she got shot on January 8th. Who visited Gabby Giffords after she opened her eyes for the first time? What did I ask? Listen. Oh my God. Who visited Gabby Giffords when she came out of her coma?
According to Wikipedia, On January 12th, President Barack Obama visited Giffords at the medical center and publicly stated in an evening memorial ceremony that she had opened her eyes for the first time that day.
January 12th, 4 days later. Are you understanding it? It was Obama. This is something I've already said for a long time now, okay? Since it happened when he got his ear clipped. So, I mean, about this, I've talked about a long time, about the Gabby Giffords stuff. But so she goes into a coma, and then 4 days later, Obama visited her, and she opened her eyes as soon as he left the room. Do you understand? August 4th is when Obama's born. That's the day Trump gets his head wound. And 4 days later, do you understand? He visited her 4 days after the coma, and she woke up from the coma, man. Don't you see what's happening, folks? Are you awake to what I'm showing you? Man, this is shocking, man. It's it's beyond ridiculous, man. You can't even make this stuff up, man. I actually have more to show on that Thomas Edison, but I'm not even going to show that. There's one more big clue in that. Yeah, I better show it. Let me just show it. Yes, that's what I've been telling everyone, that's how I think Obama, that some people might think Obama is raising everybody from the dead, because he brought Mandela back from the dead, which is of course nonsense, that Nelson Mandela nonsense. Yeah, the Mandela effect. It was happened during Obama's presidency. He brings back brings back Mandela from the dead. Then he brings up Gabby Giffords, and now he's bringing up Trump. You understand? But it's all it is predictive programming. I'm not saying that that's what they're gonna, as if he's the one bringing them up. No, it's just predictive programming, what they're doing. Okay, like I said, Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. Elvis is the real Antichrist. Now, you know that JFK. Look at this. JFK, he was born on 5/29, which is the reverse date of August 4th. Okay? Man, my mustache, hair is sticking up, and I can see it in my peripheral, and it's bugging the hell out of me. So the day JFK, because JFK's the one who got the head wound. JFK's reverse date of his birth date is August 4th. 5/29's reverse date is August 4th. Okay? And August 4th is when Trump gets his head wound, And check this out. But from JFK's birthday, 5/29, to the day he got his head wound, if you just go in between the within the same year, look what it is. Watch this. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, that TCB, the Elvis motto, yeah. So check this out. So before I show you this real quick, you know, El, like Elvis, El means God in Hebrew. Okay, I just want you to focus on this right now. But before I do that, let me just tell you this. You know, Trump, he's going to be the 47th president in the year 25. So that's pretty interesting right there, right? And Elvis has been dead for 47 years, you know. So, we're in the year 25 right now. But anyway, so El, which means God in Hebrew, equals 17 and 8. And Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio, which is the 17th state. All right. But El is 17-8, right? And you know, JFK represents Trump as far as the head wound. Look at this. From JFK's birthday to the day he got his head wound, just in this within the same year, from his birthday to the death date, is 178 days, 5 months. 5 months, 25 days is 178 days from this date if you add the day. So it's 178. Look at that. And why am I showing this? Because it's the EL connection, right? Because 17 and 8 equals EL. Why am I showing this? Look at this. From Thomas Edison's birth date to the day Trump's gonna get his head wound is 178 years, 5 months, 25 days. Look at that. Forget all the other stuff I wrote. That was just me showing the. But look, Thomas Edison's birth date. And look, you have the 25 and the 47 also. What did I just show you here? 2547 is the EL also, plus the 17 and 8. 17 and 8, 525, 2547. That's exactly what from JFK to 1122, his birthday, to his death date is 178 days, 5 months, 25 days is what it is. Look at that, 178 years, 5 months, 25 days from the year 25, from 47 to 25. Look at that. That's the day Trump gets his head wound on 8/4/2025 from Thomas Edison's birthday. And why, you know, because we were talking about Thomas Edison. Anyone who got in late, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. You got to watch from the beginning. Okay? Yeah, everybody thumb up the video, folks. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. I always forget. Thumb up the video, people. Yeah. So did you see that? How crazy is that, right? And yeah, there's yeah. And I know I've shown this before, but I'll show it again just for the people. You know, JFK, he lived exactly 46 years, 5 months, 25 days. So JFK lived 46 years, 5 months, 25 days exactly. When did George Floyd die? 5/25 at the age of 46. You see that? 46 years, 5 months, 25 days. George Floyd died on 5/25 at the age of 46. You like that? And remember, George connects to George Washington, you know what I mean? And Washington State and all that. And he was a president. And you know, the death happened in the area code 612, which is the backwards numbers of 216, which is August 4th. Am I correct? Where did George Floyd die?
According to Wikipedia, George Perry Floyd Jr., October 14, 1973 to May 25, 2020, was an African-American man who was murdered by a white police officer in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
What is the area code from Minneapolis, Minnesota? You see? It's 612. Look. But you're gonna see it backwards. The numbers. This is a 612. My phone shows everything backwards when I show it like this, you know. But anyway, it's 612, which is 216, which is August 4th, the 216th day of the year, right? The day Trump gets his head wound, you know. Hold on. Yeah. I've shown all the connections that you guys are talking about in the chat. Okay, here's another connection. And the reason I'm bringing this up, I mean, I'm just so I don't even know if I want to show this. No, I'm not going to show this. I'll wait for another video for this one. But let me see. Do I want to show this? Because this is incredible information too. How long is this video? Nah, it's been too long already, the video. So what do you guys want to talk about for the next 10 minutes? I'll stay on another 10, 12 minutes. So I'll leave this video up for a little while. Because, listen, folks, there's going to be a time where I get rid of a bunch of videos, like put them on private, because I'm talking about videos that are irrelevant. When I say irrelevant, I mean that is not such a big deal compared to like really good information. Like this was really good information, but is it relevant? I mean, I guess it is, but yeah, whatever. We'll see. We'll see how the people react to it, if they like it or not. But we'll see. Any questions you guys have, let me know now before I delete the video. You guys have any questions? Yeah, I believe he's going to become president. Yeah. He has to become the 45 and the 47. It wouldn't make sense if he's not. Well, see, this, you don't understand. Look, to the people who's asking me if I ever predicted anything before, yeah, I predicted here, I predicted things here and there, but it's not, look, in the old days when a prophet would predict something, he wasn't sitting there predicting, on the fly, okay? If it's something Holy Spirit led, that's what he would be showing. But as far as being somebody on YouTube, we're sitting here trying to figure out what their next step is, and we're trying to figure it out day by day. So that's different than my two predictions. My two predictions of June 11th and August 4th, those are Holy Spirit led predictions. But everything else is just me,
trying to trying to see what their next step is. That's why I've never changed the dates. It's always been June 11th for the Washington State event and August 4th, the Trump head wound in Ohio. So those have never changed. Same players, same places, same dates. Because all these years that I've been talking about it, and I told everyone that when Trump didn't get in office, I said Trump would never leave the limelight. He's going to come back. If he doesn't get his head wound, I said, within that time period when he was not president, I said he will have to come back. There's no way he doesn't, that he has to be in the limelight. He can't like leave the limelight, then all of a sudden get a head wound. It ain't going to make no sense. He has to stay relevant. And every single day, I told everybody that he would be in the news every day, and he's been in the news every single day since the day he left office. What are you guys talking about? Look, listen. What are you asking me to do? You want me to read that Bible verse in Revelation about the bow? I don't need. Listen, I understand. People always want to talk about the bow being a like a ribbon or something. Whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. My because some people talk about it as a bow and arrow or something. No, they're saying it more of it as a bow, like to to gather up or whatever. I don't know, what exactly it means, right? I'm not an expert. All I know is what God has revealed to me. You know what I mean? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're asking me to look at? Anyway, yeah, I'll look at that another time. Yeah, the white horse. I know he comes with a bow on the white horse. Yes, I understand. I don't know what you guys. Listen, don't talk about that right now because I don't have time to look into it and stuff. My mind is busy with other things at the moment. Trying to think if I forgot something, but yeah, bring it up in another live stream when I'm not showing information. Yeah, according to the Strong's Concordance, that's what it means. But listen, folks, I'm telling you right now, I'm not a strong proponent of the Strong's Concordance. I'm sorry. I'm not. And I've even shown you guys that the Strong's Concordance equals 666 on my calculator. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's not right. I'm just saying that, all these years, everyone was thinking one thing and yet it meant something else. I'm just saying, I'm not sure, Yeah. But whatever it is, we just have to be prepared. Look, as Christians, all we have to do is endure to the end, prepare for what's coming, get our minds right and make sure we don't take the mark. That's it. That's all we have to do. And try to get as many people to come to God and to, lead them,
on the right path. Show the 666 with Strong's Concordance. All right, I'll do that. On my calculator, because my calculator shows the totals. See, other people's don't. It's the same ciphers, but it's just that mine's totals it, you know. Here. But it's not that important. By the way, just letting you know that 666 on my calculator is not that big of a deal. But here, Strong's Concordance. See it? See, it equals 666 right here in the totals. But that doesn't mean anything. It's not that important. It would be more important if it was over here, you know. I mean over here in this first number. Because that's the most important one, that first one. You know. But that's not why. I'm not saying that. By the way, I'm not saying that the Strong's Concordance is wrong. I'm just saying people use, they use it, they twist the words of the Bible through using that Strong's Concordance. And you know who the one person is that filthy Kleck. That Jonathan Kleck is going to burn in hell. Okay? That Jonathan Kleck. Because he twists Bible scripture, and he even says that Satan and his angels created the heaven and the earth and created man in the beginning. That's how wicked the dude is. And he's going to burn in hell for it. Because he's led so many people astray with that insane doctrine. Can you imagine Genesis 1, the creation of the heaven and the earth and man, he says was created by Satan and his angels. All of Genesis 1. I mean, can you imagine somebody saying something like that? If that's not a reason to send somebody to hell, I don't know what would be. Absolute blasphemy. Yeah, the Antichrist has nothing to do with being gay, where it says something about him not respecting women or something like that, or it's not the gay thing, it's something else. You know, it means that he doesn't respect the. I forgot how it said it. That the women who worship I can't remember. It just, all I know is it's not having to do with a gay thing. What do you mean? What's shameful? Yeah, it says. Yeah, that's what it says. It says that the Antichrist will not respect the gods that the women desire, or something like that. Listen, I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I can tell you this: I have common sense. All right, it has nothing to do with that. You know. Because think about it, you know, even we are known as the bride of Christ, you know. You know, so, because, you know, Jesus is the groom, right? We're the bride. So I'm just saying, you know, you can turn things around, you know, to whatever way you want it, you know. Just like that Bible verse where it says man will be laying next to another man and one will be taken and the other one. You get what I'm saying? They think that, oh, look, it says man are laying with men. No, that's not what it means, you know. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, what was shameful? Oh, for the people who twist the words. Yeah, and that's what he's doing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you use the Strong's Concordance, it gives you 20 definitions sometimes, and they'll take one definition of it and use it to twist the Bible. You know. All right, folks, I'm done. I'll talk to you guys. Wait a minute. Bible verse that talks about the Antichrist not desiring the gods that women desire. My brain is not working, folks. I'm tired. He shall not regard the gods of his fathers or him to whom women desire or any other god. See, it doesn't say nothing about that that he's, you know what I mean, that he doesn't desire women. And even if it does say that, what I'm trying to what that means is that that this guy has no what's the word? Because if it was trying to say that he was, you know, gay, they would have said that, you know. Just like if Satan had slept with Eve, because that's what people think, that Satan slept with Eve, it would have said that. Because other places in the Bible it says that, oh, this person went into that woman and that person went into that woman. Why would they not say that Satan went into Eve? You know what I mean? Why would they not put that? It doesn't make any sense, you know? It talks about infidelity, it talks about all that stuff in the Bible. You know, why would it not just come out right out and say it, you know? Yeah, I'm not, like I said, you know, if you look at there's one Bible verse that says the desire, nor the desire of women too. So what I'm trying to say is that that in the meaning could be different. That's all I'm saying to what we know of what it means. You know, I believe what that means is that he has no respect of women, you know. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. I got to read the words. Which one is that? Daniel 11:37. Huh. So yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. There's one Bible verse in the King James version that says, that version says, nor the desire of women. But then every other version, it says a different way. It says it, nor for the one desired by women. See? He will show no regard for the gods of his fathers, nor for the one desired by women, nor for any other god. But see, that makes sense if you read, if you keep reading on, then it makes sense, the other one, referring it to the way they're saying it. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God. Why would they put nor the desire of women, nor regard any God? The women is not a God. So do you understand? It's talking about uh, regarding the God of his fathers, or the God of the women, or nor any God. That's what it says. He shall magnify himself above all. So that's why the other translations make sense, that those are correct. It says he will show no regard for the gods of his fathers, nor for the one desired by women, nor for any other God, because he will magnify himself above all. Am I making sense? Because it wouldn't make any sense, that Bible verse, if it was saying that he doesn't desire women. Then it says no regard any other God. It doesn't make any sense. It says neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any God. See, that's not what it's saying. It's not talking about desiring women. It's saying the God that the women desire. That's what it's saying. Yeah, are you guys understanding that, or did I clarify that at all? Hold on, let me just catch up to the chat. Right, so you're getting what I'm saying, right? Okay. Yeah, because it doesn't make any sense. If they're talking about disregarding gods, then why would they be talking about a woman? You know what I mean? Other than them saying that what the women desire, not what he desires. Yeah, Obama's husband. Yes, we know Obama's husband is Michael. Yeah, we agree on that. But it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Obama's not the Antichrist. Obama is just one of the big players in this. He's definitely a big player in this charade. It's Elvis, Trump, and then Obama. And yes, Elon plays a part. So did all the other presidents. The Bushes, all the top people. Somebody asked me a question. What did it say? You're asking me what's going on with what they're doing in... I don't... Listen, those people who live in the Holy Land, those are not God's people. 98% of those people are on their way to hell, just like all their ancestors, 98% of them went to hell. Those people who live in the Holy Land, yeah. But a few of them will be saved, a remnant of them. But we are the chosen people. We are the chosen children of God. The ones who believe in Jesus as their Lord and Savior. Yeah. Those people in the Holy Land, they don't believe in Jesus. So whatever they're doing over there in the Middle East, I do not approve of it. But that's what, it's biblical. That's what, whatever's being done has to be done, for God's children, for the Bible to be, for the Bible to come to fruition. It is what it is. We can't stop biblical prophecy. Yeah, the Armenian people were the first Christians as a nation. Yeah, I'm Armenian, yeah. Yeah. And I was born in Beirut, Lebanon, in the Middle East, But the Armenians were the first Christians as a nation, as a group, as a people. Yeah. I'm 100% Armenian. Not Armenian, Armenian. It's a nationality. There's a nationality or race, right? Whatever. Yeah, MMR. That's right. All right, folks. End the video. God bless all of you. And anyone who got in late, watch from the beginning. And if I missed your comments, folks, because my mind was just everywhere. So, yeah. Yeah, and Crystal, I appreciate the kind words earlier. My brain is, like I said, it's all over the place. Everybody who was commenting, God bless you, and great comments by the viewers. All right. Any last words? Yeah, I've done 3 live streams today, man. I'm already tired. My throat hurts. All right. Last 30 seconds. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, make sure you thumb up the video, folks. And if you can, comment under the video. But thumb up the video. Like I say, you're not doing it for me. I could care less. But you're doing it for some stupid algorithm crap. You know. All right. If you're new to the channel, make sure you watch all my live streams. Just work your way through all the live streams. Anyway. All right. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video.